Welcome back. Welcome back. We back now. I don't listen to 90s music. We back in the building. I mean, it's been a lot going on. Shout out to everybody that jumped in for the questions. We're gonna jump in on some of those. Um, let's address the glaring one in there. Let's just get that out the word. Let's just do a minute or two on that. The Tevin Campbell slander. That is I don't even know if it's not even slander. This is like the fringe like right wing of art of 90s music R&B. Like Tevin Campbell didn't have no hits, or why is he overrated?
Yeah, someone said that Tevin Campbell was overrated, and it hurts me because it's a person that I care about very much.
Yeah, them your people.
Somebody I care about very deeply, and like I said, I've learned there's a stranger in my house, and I got to rethink some things going forward about how I'm gonna proceed going forward. But Tevin Campbell is not now, nor has he ever been overrated. Period. From him, his humble beginnings, singing "Round and Round" and "Tomorrow" with Quincy Jones, with Ashley Banks in the choir in the background, to his first album being freaking almost flawless, and the follow-up "I'm Ready." No, we're not doing this. I've already told y'all that Tevin Campbell was the prince of R&B until Usher showed up.
We did a whole segment on it.
We already talked about that. So, it's a how dare you? Okay, I have several questions.
We just need to address that just off the bat.
How dare you?
That was just a quick housekeeping thing. We just needed to address that.
Yeah, clean it, get some straightening.
No, I'm put an alert on every time somebody says Tevin Campbell. I get an alert in the I need to know what's being said.
All right, Drake and 21 Savage are being sued by Vogue Magazine for their cover. And my question here is, what happened? Just use like standing in front of your car for your album cover. Why we got to do all this extra stuff by making it extravagant?
Everybody want to be creative.
Bring back the No Limit hologram cover.
Pen and Pixel. Bring back Pen and Pixel.
That's all I'm saying.
The diamonds and gold.
That's all. I mean, why not? Bring it back.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, got the abandoned building. Standing in front of the abandoned building.
Stand in front of the bando. Or stand in front of your grandma's house.
That's it. Just go stand in front. Look, what happened to the railroad tracks outside?
Yeah, like Crucial Conflict.
Didn't DRS did that too, right? No, was it DRS?
Yeah, well, on the video.
In the video they did, not in the album cover.
It's always a train track or something. Somebody stand on the street corner, the neighborhood that you grew up in. Somebody make the fact that no St. Louis artist has a album cover with the standing on the corner of Kings Highway and National Bridge.
I mean, that'd be hard it's kind of hard to do. There's a lot going on, and especially if you got hot, like okay, now Stacey, what level of rapper we talking about? I'm sure there's rappers that have album covers on National Bridge and Kings Highway, but rappers that have a major label with all that good camera equipment out there ain't bringing it out to National Bridge and Kings Highway.
Where did they film Country Grammar?
On Matthew.
On Labadee.
On Labadee. I'm sorry, it was on Labadee.
Marcus and Labadee.
Well, fine. The corner of Marcus and Labadee. But either way, I feel like Nelly could have pulled it off. But
I know he shot a video over there. One of his videos, that 9 to 9. I think
what's the
he shot that on National Bridge Kings Highway.
It's the one with Jazzy Faye is the one that he did.
Yeah,
that he
the 9 to 9. The one was on Sweatsuit, or one of them. Yeah.
But it's a different though, Stacey. You got to stand there. You don't get as much people in a crew. This is you for your album cover and it's expensive equipment.
I need one shot.
And that Kings Highway bus is moving.
It's like, and bonus points.
Hold on, what did you say, Scott?
That Kings Highway bus is moving. We got to get the kids to football practice at Matthew Dickey.
That's what I'm saying. We got bonus points if we got the kids to Matthew Dickey on the corner slanging them M&Ms. Bonus points if you get them in the shot.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what? You might be right. We missed the opportunity on that.
Listen.
Especially when album covers meant something. That was a big opportunity.
That meant like sometimes, like if you hadn't heard anything, like how the album cover look will determine on if I buy it.
True.
Oh, for real. Like it's been albums where some you like, man, I don't even like that song, but you see the album, like the album cover look good though.
Mercedes.
I mean, come on. Now, all right.
All them old Live Crew album.
The point is that no one knew, was she rapping? Was she singing? Hadn't heard a note, nothing, hadn't heard the sound of anything come out of her mouth. But that album cover had men and women saying, I'm gonna buy that as soon as it come out.
Did that song with Mac, was that on that album? Even on that
You ain't gotta say too much.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think
I don't even know if it was on that album, to be honest. Like,
I think it was though.
So okay, since you said that, I found Mercedes' Instagram page. Okay. It's interesting because she actually she performs that everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
like that one song.
That's her, My Neck, My Back.
It might be.
My Neck Back gets sampled in like movies and stuff at least.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
It really does. But obviously Kaya doesn't get that money. It's the glasses. I can't really see. So
the Kaya.
Yeah. Am I wrong? Or if you could just point to the light on the screen.
Kaya buy all the stocks in Benson and Hedges and Black and Miles.
Black and Miles finally stopped sending me gifts. They finally stopped sending me gifts.
All right, I'm trying to see here. Is this?
Or if that's
Dude,
if that
was song
is
not even on Mercedes' album. It's on the.
I know it wasn't. So Quiet as It's Kept. I might have had the album for a second. There was a song on there.
Oh, you knew already before I looked it up. Why you sitting there and had me look it up?
I said it wasn't on there. And I'm like, and I said, I think I shook my head, and I think you just didn't see me shake my head, but I knew it wasn't on there.
I thought it was. I didn't know.
I'm like, nope. It was a song on there called "Niggas Ain't Shit," and I remember thinking this motherfucker is spitting.
So is she a rapper or a singer technically?
Rapper-ish.
Okay.
Like she was Drake.
She was Drake, and
she was Drake. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, so that was on the 504 Boys album. Wow.
That's what it was on. Okay.
Yeah, and that was 2000.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, album covers. We just need to get back to just regular album covers, especially if you're getting sued. It's being too cute.
And like I said, and then to make it so bad, it wasn't an amazing album cover. Like, I don't get it.
Like, what was the last amazing album cover? Like,
do they even mean anything anymore? It's like music videos don't mean much anymore.
Like, I used to, like, when Kanye first dropped, I used to look forward to his album covers. Like,
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, and like for those that don't know, like y'all know that my graduation cap topper is the cover for graduation. So yeah, he used to have some great ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, even Jay. I mean, hell, album covers are so good for Jay. It was really simple, but just remember that video that he did for Rhapsody. That was
when he's switching it up.
They showed him recreating all the different albums.
And walking in between all of them.
Yeah. So I don't know who had the last, and also like you said, I think it almost doesn't matter anymore because we're not in the store.
We're not opening up the booklet, reading the credits,
checking them out. It doesn't matter. Like you're not paying attention to whatever you're streaming and being like, I don't know, this album cover kind of dope, trying to trash though, so this ain't gonna be it. Like that's not what made you listen to it.
I was like, man, I was such a nerd. Like I used to read the thank you, the long thank you speech.
Yeah.
Like, let me see.
Y'all remember some of the albums they used to have the lyrics in it for the song?
Yep. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nas, it was written. It was like one of the first albums that I bought that had the lyrics in it. I'm like, damn, like you just put the lyrics in there for me. Bet.
Yeah, Nas.
Yeah, albums that had lyrics were doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, but then you got to think about with the features. If I wrote them, or is somebody actually transcribing this? And the rap, because I'm sure Mobb Deep then sending they shit in like, you know what? Hey, here you go, man. There's probably somebody at the label that sat there and had to write down physically.
Yeah. Oh, there's an intern that had to do that.
Oh yeah.
That's what you give an intern. That's what you make an intern do. It's said.
Prodigy. What did you say on this line right here after this?
Hold on, Dunny. I'm going through the tunnel.
Yeah, but I mean, so imagine if you had to do that for Bone.
Bone.
None of them had the lyrics weren't on any of them. But what was it on? But on East 1999, there's the
that's that Ouija
all kind of extra shit in there. The one thing on the back where you had to put it up against the mirror so you could try to read it because it was all backwards and everything. But yeah, I think that might have been when lyrics being inside of album cover stopped. This might have been when the intern said enough.
Didn't
you can't be having a Ouija board
what was that Boomerang soundtrack have the lyrics? No, wasn't it a soundtrack?
Don't give me the line.
I can't remember.
I know Boomerang had one of the dopest CD covers because remember the old CDs used to have the long box.
The long,
long like poster almost like people understand, like for our listeners that are younger, it was a longer, like literally was like a long thing that the CD was in, and it was like a big long advertisement. So it
looked like
and I remember like they had
things put together.
Exactly, and it was like a long thing. You like, oh, it looked like getting the CD, like the original CDs in the early 90s looked cool to get when they packaged it to that level where it was a big ass long box.
Yeah, I was like, and I remember Boomerang never gonna buy me no CD player.
Yeah,
I was still buying cassettes.
Oh man, dude, it took me a minute to get off CDs, man. I mean, get off tapes.
Yeah,
tapes was it because I was like, man, I don't have $200 for no CD player. I got this tape deck I got for $9.99 from Walmart that doesn't rewind.
And you had to flip it over and fast forward on the other side. Oh shit! Oh, you just took me back.
You already know what I had.
Oh man, I had forgotten all about that. Children of today, kids. There was a point in time where you could buy something. You had these things called cassette tapes that had music on them, and you had the players. Sometimes they did not have a rewind and fast forward. And you say, so you can't rewind? Great question. Glad you asked, because each side had music on it. So you'd have to flip the tape over to the other side, fast forward it, which would rewind the other side of it, and flip it back over to listen.
You back jamming again.
And then you back jamming again. And we did it and didn't complain about doing it. We were happy for the privilege to be able to fast forward on the other side.
Or if it was a song that you really liked and you knew the radio was going to play it, you waited probably an hour. Even if the DJ talking over the first 30 seconds of it, you going to hit that record button.
Yep.
You know how many probably injuries and child deaths happened in the 90s from hearing the song coming on and having to run over to because you already had it pre-set up. You just had to hit the unpause button. Like trying to get over there before you can at least get the beginning. Or how many mixes where you missed the first 20 seconds and it's coming right in at the verse. You ain't got no.
It's like right when we had my sister on here and she said that she used to get put in charge of hitting record, and sometimes I'd have to look, okay, if it start coming on, you know what to do. Don't let me come up in here
and hear back and forth, and it ain't getting recorded.
Right, it ain't getting recorded. Okay, look, we're gonna spend good money on these blank tapes.
And then you had the 90-minute, 120-minute, it was. Y'all,
it was a big deal. And
y'all ever have to take one of y'all mom's tapes?
Oh yeah, it's definitely some Memorex tapes that I grabbed.
I was in a crunch because I used to love Grand Pooba's song "I Like It," and I was like, it was coming on now, and my grandma was taping the pastor, and I was like, the pastor will want me to get Grand Pooba "I Like It" and record on Magic 108. So I just took it, recorded over it, and then I said, hey, it got lost. I kept it just going. I just did all Kevy Kev, mixed that whole Kevy Kev, that whole thing. So I just recorded everything that said, hey, it got lost. I think it's in your car somewhere up under the seat. So even to this day, Granny, you don't watch the internet, so you don't even know. So
I hope somebody shares this with your granny.
Daryl took the tape, which that's why you didn't get the word.
That was a good sermon, because my grandmother would take a tape recorder to church and sit there and record sermons like with my hand recorder.
She just want to go back home and reflect on what was said.
Yeah.
And then she put me in charge of when I was a kid, like hit that record. Go and hit that record. The youth the choir coming up, hit that record. I want to like, Granny, this might be illegal. Granny.
I want the A and the B selection.
Like, Granny, you're not supposed to be like,
are you
supposed to record the choir?
She was supposed to record a choir.
Well, she missed that one for that Grand Prix in 1994. I like it. That had to go. That was
oh snap.
And then I put Aaliyah back and forth. Like I was on a roll. I was like, after that point, I'd already recorded over it. I just said, fuck it, we finna record whatever. I'm gonna have a mix of the best mix ever, or whatever's coming.
You're already in too deep at this point. You're already in too deep.
Yeah.
So
I done took
Usher. So we're talking about mixtapes. Usher with his residency is tearing it up, bringing out everybody.
You know why I want to go see Usher? Because he might bring out Tevin Campbell.
Or is he his Anakin Skywalker, where he won't bring him out because he knows that guy is the guy that he took his spot?
I don't know.
Like, is there undercover beef with that?
I don't know. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
They both was on Moesha. But Usher did have a bigger role.
But I'm just saying, could Tevin Campbell look at him and be like, nigga, those are supposed to be my songs, people wrote for me?
So it's like Tevin Campbell was Eddie Kane and Usher is Flash. Like when Flash joined the group.
I mean, Tevin Campbell didn't go on drugs though and like go out the window. So I don't want to put the Eddie Kane on him.
Like, how does it feel to be me?
It's
is he the Earl from Dreamgirls? Is he the dude Earl, the original dude that James that they was writing for in Dreamgirls? The original dude that was Cadillac. What was his name?
I'm trying to think of the comparison. No, but didn't Eddie Murphy play?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy played it. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like is Tevin Campbell living single and Usher is friends?
Yeah.
They came and took it, but also it's like I feel like with Usher, I mean, there's a
you gotta be real though. It was actually smart.
Here's the to settle this argument for anybody who brings it up. There is a level of entertainment that Usher provides that Tevin Campbell did not. Tevin Campbell did not dance, right? So he wasn't so much. You hit it, Stacey. You hit it. Right. So like he wasn't so much the entertainer, but as far as the songs that were coming out, the level that he was at, because in another world that a Goofy movie, that would have been Usher.
Yeah.
Like, and there's no reason that it wouldn't have been. A Goofy movie would have come out a couple of years later. That'd have been Usher, not Tevin Campbell. Because who else it wouldn't have been anybody else. So it's I think that Tevin Campbell may not think of it that way because I mean like I said, there's different lanes that they were both in. But hell, the first Usher's first album, Usher wasn't dancing around like that. It was more ballads, kind of a little bit of up tempo stuff, very Tevin Campbellish. And then when My Way came out, then that's when everything changed. So.
Well, he was dancing and Think of You though.
Yeah, but
it was more kind of grooving. You know, it wasn't like
was that
heavy
I'm a
choreographed.
90s.
Remember,
I'm a 90s.
Tevin Campbell did try to dance in Goodbye.
Ah, yeah.
That is true.
Because
He was on a rampage.
They was trying to push him that way.
I'm the T to the E to the V.
and remember he had the shirt where it was flowing in the wind.
Yeah. So so pretty much, like I said, Tevin's third album wasn't that great anyway. And then so let's put that out.
When he had the mystical braid.
Yes, when he had the mystical braids.
Back to the World album.
Yeah, the Back to the World album wasn't that great, and so that anyone could have come in at that point. I mean, it's not like it's not. We have also to think of it this way, right? We're you just only talking about R&B. We're not talking about worldwide and top 40. And again, Usher has absolutely earned every accolade that he's received. We just saying in the beginning, he kind of took Tevin Campbell's place. That's it. That's it. It's you know what?
The album after that was actually pretty decent.
After Back to the World?
That was the last one I remember.
Yeah, it's the Another Way. The one that got the Another Way on there. The song Another Way. I think I forgot it. It's called Hold on, let me see. It's the one after Back to the World. And that one was and he actually he was just trying to be grown-up Tevin. He wasn't trying to be like, some eccentric dude. He was just kind of chilling. Let me see. So I got it.
Well, yeah, he just had to. You know what? People gonna hate me for this. People
it's just Tevin Campbell. It's just the album self-titled.
People will compare like Aaliyah and Beyonce, and wouldn't have been no wouldn't blah blah. And it's the reality of we know what Aaliyah's singing capabilities were. We're fully aware of that. We don't bring it up as a family. That the Beyonce will always, no matter what, she always had that talent, and there's an overall entertainment aspect, and there are things that she does that Aaliyah did do. Now, Aaliyah danced, all the time and everything, but again, there's just levels to things. But Beyonce coming out and doesn't take anything from Aaliyah, and it's not like I'm not gonna say Aaliyah started it and Beyonce finished it, but people like to compare, like, oh, if this wouldn't have happened, then that wouldn't have happened. If Aaliyah wouldn't have died, then blah blah. No,
I think Aaliyah was out the same time as Brandy and Monica.
Yeah, that's back when everybody used to get along too. It was a different time, ladies and gentlemen. There used to be a time, believe it or not, when artists could come out and they didn't get into it with each other. If they got into it, something actually happened.
It was a real thing.
Like it was a real thing. Something actually happened between the two of them. It wasn't somebody thought somebody said something or you interpreted something wrong. Nah. So you could actually have everybody, like those pictures that you see of 90s artists all hanging out together are real. They hung out together. And
it probably was Brandy's fault if something happened.
Ain't nobody sick of shit. That's all I'm saying.
There's
a story about Monica slapping the shit out of Brandy. And I remember it was a post about it. And I said something. I said, I totally understand why Monica took the shit out of Brandy.
Stacey, I was talking about when the dude with the eye patch, Romeo.
Oh, yeah, Romeo. That too.
Yeah.
She also murdered like two people, right?
It's like somebody.
Not murdered. I won't say murder. That's
the car accident thing. Somebody did something. But yeah, it's gonna be some. So yeah, it's probably if people aren't getting along and Brandy was involved, it's probably because Brandy was there. Brandy Norwood.
Because when is New Edition's? We can get back to Usher's residence. When is New Edition's residency start in Vegas? Or it's already started.
once they rest up from this tour they just came off of.
They're supposed to be. They have a residency coming up in Vegas, right?
Yeah, I don't know though, but I think sometime next year though. Yeah, and I think Boys to Men they still out there.
Yeah, I mean they basically live out there. They've been on. Yeah. They've been residents out there for like damn near 10 years. I think
10 years. Yeah. J-Lo too, right?
J-Lo, Shania Twain was out
Britney
there for
Spears, a grip. Mariah out there?
Mariah was out there too.
Yeah.
I mean, what do y'all think about him bringing all the artists out? And it's kind of almost like a variety show every night. Like you don't know, and it's actually pretty smart because you don't know who you'll go multiple times to see it because you don't know who he's going to bring out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new show. Like if I go to Vegas and I'm one of those big Vegas travelers, and I go 4 times a year, and I'm gonna go to see Usher 4 times a year because it might be a random different person showing up.
Okay. Is this a real? Oh, wait a minute. So I'm sorry. I'm clicking buttons trying to figure out what is a real website and what's not a real website for about New Edition.
Oh, for their residency.
Yeah, you know, all of a sudden you end up, let me take it to a third-party seller. Nah, let me go back. That's not what I was looking for.
$195 for a $20 ticket.
Right, like, nah, I don't want any of that stuff.
So does it say when they have residency start anywhere?
Is this New Edition LasVegas.com? See, I feel like these are just all made-up ass shits.
When somebody just made up a link, got them trying to get it.
Bought the domain. Now they got to buy it from us.
Speaking of which, I am now the proud owner of FreakyHoes.com. You're welcome.
Oh, what?
I own FreakyHoes.com.
PrettyHoes.com?
Yeah, so I buy domains. Like if I have an idea in my head or something I say or whatever. So like, you know, I always say people be fake mad. I own fakemad.com. You have your domain and at some point maybe somebody wants it. If somebody wants freakyhoes.com, they gotta buy it from me.
Have you sold any?
No, it's something that I like. When I first started doing it, it got to a point where like, because you have to still keep them up. You still have to own them. Yeah. And if you got a month, everything is you got to renew them all, and you got to decide whether you want to renew them or buy some food. So I used to do it like way back in the day. Like now, I just started doing it again recently.
Okay.
So holding on to some stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of random different spots. This got this New Edition Las Vegas Raiders. Like New Edition for life.com.
Yeah.
Get your tickets. Like, just let me know when it starts. I mean, I don't even like give me.
Yeah, man. We just want to go and we just want to see the show.
Right. So there was the only reputable place that I saw was like an EW or E Online or whatever. They had a list of all the residencies for 2022. So that like, okay, that was reputable. I just want to know like when the hell is it? I guess I'm on. Oh, let's see. Hold on. I might be. There's Bruno Mars. Up. Let me write this. Remember that. But I don't see New Editions on here. And this is going until May.
They might be still beefing. I mean,
it may just be an issue of they just haven't figured out when. I don't know. But Usher. Yeah, okay, cool. So when I got to go to Vegas next year, Usher will be there.
Yeah.
But so me and Scott were talking about the Atlanta episode, the goof who sat by the door. So Tevin Campbell. Yo, that's an amazing episode. Simply amazing. Because you didn't know for real. You had to think about it. Like I had to Google. Like, was there ever a black CEO of Disney? Like, I don't remember this happening. It made you feel like they were talking
like damn, it was a
story.
He is black as hell.
That's what they talked about. They said it was basically they're talking about like how he wanted to make it black. Like, this movie is for niggas.
When he had him, he had the dude. He kept making them. He's like, "This is how I dance, like this. Look at my knees."
And then he was sitting on top of the table.
Yeah.
Oh man!
He was like, Tevin Campbell is the best singer in the world.
And he's like, no. And so who was it that said they didn't know who he was? Was
I
it one of
guess
the white guys?
Yeah, the chairman.
He was like,
the
I've never heard of Tevin Campbell.
They was
And then
calling him
Rodney
Tevin
Knight is in here,
Campbell.
Stacey, randomly.
Oh well, see now me. I was going to watch it anyway, but now I'm all.
And he's like, and they didn't know who Tevin Campbell was.
Yeah, they was calling him Tevin Campbell.
Got it. So I'll make sure that I check that out soon.
Yeah, that's a classic episode.
All right, House Party. We're gonna talk about some movie trailers of 90s movies that have been being remade or 90s things being remade. House Party trailer just dropped.
It actually looks decent. It don't look terrible like everybody was trashing it. It looks all right.
I disagree. I disagree, Scott. I disagree.
It looks all right. I mean, it don't look like the best movie, but it don't look like it's gonna be terrible though.
I'm interested. Now, I'm not going to pay any money to see it.
No, I ain't going to the movies to see it.
I'm not paying a dime. Okay, I'm not signing up for a free trial or something.
I'm treating this like Coming to America too.
About the free trial, they try to charge me. So if it's already on a system of something that I'm already streaming, like that I've already paying for, I'll go ahead and tune in. But I'm not spending money on it. But the trailer made me feel better about it because I didn't know what the hell, because they already had a House Party 4. And that was just like, okay, you've got to move forward. This has to stop. So I'm already thinking this is gonna Lord's House Party 5. Shit.
LeBron was producing it.
Right. And then it was like, okay, and it was one of those, just because LeBron is producing it, don't mean it ain't gonna be dog trash. So but I didn't, like I said, I'm interested just to kind of see what's going on. And definitely the LeBron hologram talking about my hairline is perfect definitely tickled the hell out of me. But I feel like it can go really well, but I kind of already see it. It's going to be some jokes in there or some stupid storyline that just like
you got to add a Kid and Play cameo.
Right, got to add a Kid and Play cameo, whatever, and all of that. So like I said, the premise, I got it. Like, okay, fine. Y'all the pool cleaners or whatever at LeBron house, and y'all decided to throw a damn party because you're idiots.
Man, I don't like it at all.
I
have the best plot for a House Party sequel. Would y'all like to hear it?
Let's go.
Go for it.
So, in my world, either Kid or Play is married. Okay. Their wife goes out of town, so their teenage kid thinks, "Oh snap, Pop's gonna be out of town too. I'm gonna throw a party." But Kid and Play think they gonna throw a party too because his wife out of town. So you have both conflicting parties going on at the same place, and you could bring Kid back and then Kid and Play back and bring somebody new in as well. And preferably, I would like to be a daughter, like a daughter.
I was gonna say, Ray Strummer. So you had and this whole thing like, oh, I'm finna kick it. We finna do it. It's probably a Kid that's gonna be married and Play come through, and you bring Angela Means back. Yeah, because he got married on the third one.
Yeah, he got married on the third one.
Yeah, so then Play coming like, dude, your wife gone for a whole week. You know what we gotta do? House party, and then the daughter's thinking, you know what we gotta do? A house party. And they both of these, so you got the new people coming in and the old, so you can actually have like the rap battle with some older people and young people and like mixing the music, mixing the cultures together. And it would be, you can kind of bridge the gap between both old school and new school at the same time. Boom. That's House Party 4 right there. And you bring in somebody new. Shit, I'd break the budget and go get Cardi B or somebody to be his daughter or something. Like even as a college girl or something that she go to a historically black house coming home like, my dad ain't gonna be home. He said he going fishing. Because he lied to his wife, but she didn't think he was going out of town too if he could throw the party. Because Play told him to say that.
Well, you need a girl younger than Cardi.
Well, I mean, somebody
one of the city girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, there we go. There we go. See, Scott, you on the team.
Right, like one of the city girls. What's the little girl out now that look like what's the little orphan nanny girl looking?
Ice Spice.
There you go, her.
Ice Spice.
Yeah, I don't think she can act though.
But the point is like just a younger girl for it to
Somebody 25 and under.
Yeah. So what? How old is? I mean, what is the one girl from the City Girls One Dating Diddy? Her. You get her as the daughter, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you do, it would be like that thing, even if it sucked, people would be interested in it from different angles.
Yeah.
So that's my house party film plot. The other one, Bebe's Kids. I'm
interested.
Take this, Stacey.
Interested. So I'm not paying for that one either, but I'm definitely like, wait a minute.
They turned it into a series.
It's kind of like, wait a minute, what is this? Like totally different vibe, right? Like they go they Jordan Peele it, and I kind of would be interested to see how it plays out. I'd be interested to see kind of how that plays out. So just like it needs. I mean, it's not
my Stacey. This comes from
because we never did see BeeBee. This was our first time seeing BeeBee. This was our first time seeing BeeBee.
But like I said, so the idea, and when she's like, "Oh, and man, I never hear from them again," and the idea that, so you think like, okay, you don't hear from me because these kids is bad, but not because they killing these niggas. So that is like, wait a minute.
How high was the person that came up with this though?
I don't know, but it's like I'm interested in it. Like I'm like again. So with house party, we all know, right? Somebody leaves and the kids gonna throw a party. Something gonna go wrong, whatever, right? That's we already know that how that's gonna work. But for this to take it and then total production behind it, like I said, but it's if Jordan Peele would have did it, y'all have been like, oh shit, I'm going to see this.
He brought Bebe's Kids back.
Wait, I don't know because they did that Winnie the Pooh one too. I didn't like that the way that
I didn't see the Winnie the Pooh.
I didn't see that.
They got if you look at the trend, it's a Winnie the Pooh version just like that.
Okay.
And then they did it for some Santa Claus too. Like a murder.
Yeah, but them ain't black people though.
These ain't black people. No, this is true.
This ain't Bebe's Kids though. So I mean, of course you can.
Then they did it for Martin with that little teaser thing where like
the Jerome. They did the Jerome one.
Yeah. I
saw that one.
Man.
But I get the concept. It'd be kind of cool.
Like I'm definitely intrigued. If I'll say this, with the right writing and directing and all of that, it could be something.
You think that's what's gonna really be though?
I think it could be. I mean, it could be something. Is it actually going to come into fruition? Who knows? But the concept of it, I'm intrigued by the concept.
What about you?
Like the idea that it's the kids.
I like it. The only thing I didn't like is they made that little grown man dressed like that baby.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm like, because at first I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, is he grown or is he the baby?
Hold on. I'm confused. One of the kids was was
the one that was
the one that's supposed to be the baby.
Is that the one that Tone Loc plays in the cartoon?
Yeah. Is it some dwarf that's in the? That's
like yeah. I think he's a grown man.
I was not. I don't understand that.
I think he's a grown man.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a grown man. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand that part of it. But maybe this is what we got to do to make this so that we can film this shit. We ain't got no real baby.
We can't get a 4-year, and we can't get a 4-year-old to be stabbing people.
Can't get a 4-year-old to be stabbing folks. So we had to do what we had to do. So I feel like there's get some a couple more dollars behind it, some great writing or whatever. I think, like I said, the concept.
Because we almost kind of had Bebe's Kids, like the sitcom. It was basically the Bernie Mac show.
That's true. Because he took on Bebe's Kids.
Yeah, he took on all three of them.
Even though they could have been way better though. I feel like they were calm bad.
It's because it should have been on HBO and not on Fox. I was never a fan of the show. Because the whole time I'm watching the show, I'm waiting on I knew the comedy routine and I'm waiting on him to start cussing these kids out, and none of the kids got cussed out, and that bothered me. Because I'm like these kids would have been cussed out.
And that's what made America love them.
And that's what America, right? The white folks was like, have you heard of this Bernie
Oh my
man?
God, I love Bernie man.
Oh my gosh, like he's hilarious. I'd be like, yeah, okay.
All right. Next up, we got intro. People, some people in the questions were like, "Hey, why is intro so underrated?"
I have no opinion on that. I guess maybe I'm not a maybe I'm not that familiar. Like I mean I've heard the album, I know the songs.
But they only had the one album though, didn't they?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't feel that they were underrated per se, but I think they're rated exactly where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's like they had their time when they had it.
Yeah, that's it. Like there's
well, they had two albums. They had two albums. They had one in 93 and one in 95.
Okay.
So yeah, I think they just didn't
yeah.
I mean, at that time, everybody was an R&B group. So there was a lot of competition at that time. And some people came out on top, some people didn't. Like it's just that lane was filled with people or with groups at that time.
It was like Jodeci and Boyz II Men was just sitting at the top of the mountain.
Right. And then Drew Hill is coming. Like so it's like there's High Five was still doing stuff. So there's still all these
you got about Blackstreet.
Yeah, so yeah, all these other
Blackstreet.
Black male bands that are going out there. Mint Condition is out. So
Tony. Yeah.
Right. Like so, like we look at our people we just named, and it's like, but intro goes into the conversation. But yeah, everybody ain't come out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's groups that there was a song that they had at that time, and we ain't heard from them since. Like, and that's the Portrait and the Low Keys. So like, huh?
Low Key.
Oh. Low Key.
Yeah, Portrait, Low Key. Like so. Yeah.
I gotta die by
my lemon rock, my lollipop. That is my fucking song.
And there must be
Huh?
I think they were from KC. Yep.
Yeah.
I think they were.
I think more intro thing is that Kenny Green was a phenomenal writer for other people more than intro being dope. I mean, he wrote half of Mary's first album.
Yeah.
I think that's what people think because they think more Kenny Green, the brother that passed away from AIDS. I think people think about him more than actually intro because he's the lead singer intro as well. So he's the voice of intro, and he wrote half of Mary's first album.
He wrote. I'm sitting here looking like he wrote "Reminisce" and "Love No Limit." "Love No Limit" is my jam.
I mean, those are two of the 5 singles.
Yep, that's what you remind me and Real Love.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. The other one. That's it. Those are your 4 or 5 right there.
So maybe that's it then. And maybe that's what people are thinking about.
Yeah, I think that's what I think people think about more is him because he wrote and like did some backgrounds for a lot of people, stuff like that. Like he was a phenomenal artist, and it was gone too soon. So I think that's where that came from with that. And when you don't get enough material from an artist, you always think about like, oh, what would have happened, you know? So yeah, I can't even, even call it on that. So let me jump into some more. Let's take some more of the questions from the people.
What else I want to know?
Dom Gonzalez, shout out to you, Dom. Thank you for the question. Has R&B gotten more sexually dirty?
No.
More sexual / dirty. And then her second part is, and share some of your favorite song lyrics that prove your POV. I don't know about all that. That's putting us on the spot to come up with song lyrics, but we can do the first part of the question.
Whatever. The R&B get too sexual? For male R&B or just R&B period?
I think she's saying period.
I don't think so. I don't think it's, I mean, if anything, and I will always say this, go listen to some of the shit your parents are listening to. I think it's more or less the innuendo isn't there anymore. I think it's just more or less ain't nobody we ain't beating around the bush. We are beating the bush at this point. We are no one's.
Someone that we don't mention in the group said the same thing in the song as well. No beating around the bush.
Yep. Like so, I think that's all the difference is that it's not a metaphor now. It is when we fuck.
Shit, Tank's got a song directly saying that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's when we fuck. It's not a.
But it was cool. Like I feel like
come on over to my place. No, when we fuck.
It's like now the R&B songs is like the songs like Nate Dogg used to sing like on the old Death Row, like when I met you last night, baby. Like that's an actual song now.
That's exactly it. Before you opened up your gap.
But that's what made Nate Dogg cool because everybody else was doing it. He was something different, and you like that. You like to hear that. Like I still have been trying to find the original "Freaking You" is called "Fucking You." Supposedly is out there recorded. And Brett Ratner made them change the song because he's like, I can't do a video for no song called "Fucking You." Y'all need to go back and redo this song. There's somebody's got the original "Fucking You," not "Freaking You" version. Now that shit sounds kind of dope, but now everybody's saying that, so it's not dope.
Right. So it's the same shit. So like songs they're not more sexual or dirty. It's just the actual words are being used rather than a metaphor to try to disguise it. Because I'm telling you, what's that song? I'm gonna stand up in it.
That's my joint. But talking about Sir Charles.
Look,
Sir Charles Jones.
Clarence Carter was stroking.
He was stroking. Yeah, I remember.
I believe Clarence Carter is blind too.
He was stroking.
And he was stroking to the east. And stroking.
You don't even know where the east is at. Just know it.
He going all over.
Oh, but no, sexual songs. I would say that they were more sensual before, and actually, shit, some of them downright more sexual. I feel like I mean, you got to think Janet Jackson, half her catalog is sexual.
Yeah. But which is funny because with her sexual songs, it was like, she nasty. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Even on the song, like if anybody gets a chance, go back and listen to old Janet songs. She's nasty on songs you didn't even know she was being nasty on.
Yep, that's why.
Like funny how time flies. She's at the end of it. Like if the French word she's saying is, I don't want to make love to you right now, but I will later at the end when she's speaking in French at the end. Because I put it in Google Translate and I was like, oh, she's nasty.
Somebody mentioned that song the other day. Oh, on the Midnight Love chat that we have. Friends, we in our group, we have the ability to chat with each other, create different chats about different stuff. We got one about Midnight Love, people just listing songs that they like to get naked to. And someone mentioned Funny How Time Flies. And I said that's funny. Or no, between that song and Let's Wait a While. I said that's funny. I said the same album and everything. I said talk about mixed signals. Shit. Like what are we like? He don't know
on the same album,
right? He's like, okay, are we or not? Are we?
Yeah, he's like, this bitch really in control. Yeah, I've been confused. Yeah,
right,
messing with Janet, like man.
This, what are we doing here? You know, you said you wanted a nasty boy.
Yeah,
now you miss Janet if you're nasty, and
right. And now you talking about.
I'm trying to give you the pleasure. I'm trying to give you this pleasure principle. But you're making me wait.
Oh man! Shout out to you, William Zell, man. We're gonna do it. These we're gonna be dropping soon. Some top fives. Some of these are good for top five, so don't think we didn't forget about you. Dre Frank says, discuss the vibe of 90s music. Most of it was very laid back and made to ride to. A lot of car music was made back then. Yeah. I mean, that's because do you think I think we spent way more time in cars then than now.
Yeah.
Like we used to hang out in like, yo, I'm just driving around.
But gas was $1 then too, though.
Yeah, you gotta go to your destination.
79-cent gas. That's back when gas money was $5.
Yeah, you get a homie $2 for gas.
Right. Everybody give $1 for gas and you straight. So
$5 if you need a nice
look,
little
and
ride.
$5 you came up. If everybody gave $5 in the car, it's for you.
Oh, yeah.
And then you would sit there, like you could park somewhere and sit there and listen to music. I mean, it's not like you can't do it now, but nobody does really. So
hit the riverfront.
Right. Now you can't go nowhere and listen to your shit. Somebody police gonna roll up on you, or somebody gonna see you in the wrong neighborhood. So it'll be some shit. So yeah.
Right, last one up from my listener questions. Aaron Harris, what up, man? He says Total versus SWV. That's
doing what?
Nah, man, we gotta have Total have to go against like 702. Yeah, it'd be Total versus 702 or
what they doing? Doing what?
I don't know.
Is it a cooking competition? Like, who got the? Is it a best chicken?
They just having a conversation.
I'm just trying to figure out what they're gonna do in this versus Total versus SWV. You can't.
Nah, it ain't enough.
Total ain't got no way, no close song. First of all, they're all everybody in Total is average singer.
One. First and foremost.
And I would say SWV is 2 average singers and an exceptional singer.
Yeah.
They have a 9 and 2, even 2 6s and a 9.
Mm.
While Total has all 6s.
Here's not even. I'm laughing just thinking about it. Total, collectively, the three of them there was like not none of them were vocal powerhouses. Period. I mean, no. I'm not even going to just call them average. I'm going to say adequate. They Free Before 11, Total.
Because you got the real pretty girl with the short hair.
Right. So it's like
you got the wild girl.
As far as vocal ability, you remember, because the whole thing with Free Before 11 is they just was all bad. They couldn't sing, but nobody tripped off of it. But I feel like that's that same vocal ability. Like the songs were just dope and you didn't trip off the fact. I mean, you didn't realize that they can't sing. Like they're not.
Yeah, they just had some jams.
They just had some jams. And none of those songs require you to be an amazing singer. Because even with Kissing You, the slow version, it's not that you ain't got to have no great vocal cords for that.
No, you know, Raphael Sadiq said he wrote it like that too, because he wrote it.
He wrote it like that because them hoes can't sing.
He's like,
he didn't say that part.
But he's like, here, take this.
Right, I was like, I'll finish the sentence for you. He wrote it like that because them hoes can't sing, and he knew better. So why not make a song that works with someone's voice? That's what's supposed to happen. Like, look, here's the what's the Diane Warren? The songs that she wrote for Whitney were written because Whitney could sing those notes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't have wrote that shit and gave it to Ashanti. I'm just saying.
No, that's real. That's real. I mean, first of all, and Coco's one of the best singers of any R&B group, period.
That part.
Like, yeah, I don't, because I think people will go see SWV in a concert. I don't know if nobody will go see just Total, even if Keisha came back.
Nah.
Like, would you be like, yo, I'm gonna go see Total by themselves? Not like people will go. I think people will go see SWV.
If I see Total by themselves, they gotta be like in a mall or something.
In a mall. People don't remember how the mall concerts used to go. The little free mall concerts.
They gotta be like at the Taste of St. Louis or some shit, man.
At the Missouri Black Expo.
Hey, I saw Outkast at the Expo in '96.
I saw Roger Troutman 6 months before he died at the Black Expo. He died like 6-7 months later.
Damn. Yeah, I saw Outkast like when Elevators had came out. The album wasn't out yet.
Okay.
The album wasn't out yet.
So it was Roger Troutman and Jason Weaver. That was the lineup.
My best friend was at that one. Samantha was at that
Missouri Black
That
Expo
one,
night?
the Missouri Expo, because she will tell you that she screamed out, Jason! And he looked over at her and winked. So as far as she's concerned, they've been going together since that day.
They've been going 30 years.
Do they still have the Black Expo?
Okay.
Do they still have the Black Expo?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No. It's only like 1 or 2 left in the country. I think
I know the Indiana,
the
Indianapolis one. That one's a big one.
Yeah, Indianapolis. I think the first Black Expo is Indianapolis ever.
Yeah.
And then I think Chicago still does theirs.
Okay.
But St. Louis definitely don't have theirs no more.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it in years.
All right, next one from my man Aaron Harris. He says songs you know the lyrics to, but not the song title. In the internet age, I didn't found, like, if you'd have talked to me 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, this has been a better question. But now I'm my Googles are so good, I didn't figured out all that shit. I didn't kind of sorted that shit out in my mind.
So for me, I'm the opposite though. I'll know the song, but I don't know the words.
It was one song I had to Shazam it because I heard the beat. Damn, that Buckshot. It's a New Orleans artist that it just got some horns in it. Fuck, it ain't on my Shazam no more.
Buckshot.
Yeah, you know that song with that Buck Six or something like that.
I know exactly what the hell song you talking about.
I was looking for that song for 20 years.
Understand?
What is the song?
When I tell you this guy now sometimes had the same brain, and the fact that I knew exactly what he was talking about.
I gotta find it. It's like it's a New Orleans artist from like the early 2000s.
Yep.
Like
Have
I don't know, Buck something.
Nah, I know exactly what the hell you're talking about. And I go through this every couple of months trying to remember this song. And it takes me a minute because it's like after there's a train of thought I have to use.
Yeah, I found it last year on Shazam because they was playing it on the radio when they was mixing.
I'm trying to think. I don't know who you're talking about, man.
Hold on, I think I can. Nope, I can't
find it. I know, like, and now it's like I'm sorry, we can't end the show until we find it because
So is it Ricky B buck a nigga up?
No, like I said, I know it's crazy because like I know exactly what the hell.
I found
so
it like
early
a year
2000s
ago.
New Orleans.
It was like 01, maybe 2000, maybe 2001.
So it's post Drumline. Because like
I want to say pre-Drumline. I think it's like right before Drumline came out. Maybe like a year before Drumline.
So this is before Chopper Style then too.
Yep, like right before Chopper Style. But it's like a bounce beat, but it's slow.
Yeah. So,
is it what's my one song? Bag.
No.
Give me 50.
No. No, like I'm telling you, like it's the horns in it. So like I know
the horn that I can't.
Come on.
That's the only song. See, damn it, Aaron, Ronnie, you now you got us all flustered.
Damn.
Like so, I'm at this point. Like I'm going through my
because I had it saved.
I have it. Like I'm looking through my search history, or I'm looking through my history of me watching stuff on YouTube because I know that I'll find it in here because I've looked this up not that long ago. Where the H are you at? Oh. Shit balls. Wait a minute.
I know somebody probably yelling right now, listening like it's Lil Cortez. Shoot him up in the back.
It's like half shot something.
So it's just one artist on
there? Wait a minute. So this is the song I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a young one. That's what I'm thinking of.
No, not young one. It's an artist from New Orleans. It's not that one. It's not Tear It Up. You talking about Tear It Up?
That's what I'm thinking of.
No, it's another song. I know he's from New Orleans. I can't remember the name of the song.
So you said New Orleans 2000, right?
Around 2000, 2001. It's like half buck or half six or something like that. It's like a something.
Dang, hold on, man. We gotta find this, y'all.
Yeah, and once y'all hear it, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know the
Okay,
song.
so I found a complex article with the 50 best songs from New Orleans from Googling.
I feel like he's not gonna be there.
He might be.
It might be.
All right, I'm just gonna hold on.
And then when we play this back, we will fast forward through us trying to find it. Yeah, it's
So Hot Boy Ronald, Walk Like Ronald, but that's 80s. That's 80s. Baby Boy the Prince, The Way I Live.
That's my song.
Now, I know that song.
That is my damn song, though. This is the way I live. That song tickles me.
Hold on. J Electronic on here, obviously. LOGG's in Soldiers 96.
Nah.
He's like, nah.
Nah, it was right at about 2000, 2001. Damn, I'm looking forward to because
here's a question. Do you remember any words?
No, I don't remember any words for the song. I just know the beat.
Gotcha.
That's the crazy thing is I just know the beat. I don't know none of the words.
Got it.
You talking about the Entourage Bunny Hop?
Nah, it ain't Bunny Hop. Man, watch. I'm gonna find this song.
Not Partners in Crime, right? No Block Party.
He said it's like whatever their name is has the word buck.
It's like buckshot or something.
Buckshot or something.
Six shot or something.
Man, this is a stumper, y'all.
It's been stumping me for 20 years. I found it, now I can't find it again.
Damn, I'm going through these. It's not in here so far. I'm on 19.
Damn, well, where my Shazam? I know, cause I was in the car and I Shazammed it. That's cause like the DJ was like mixing it. He was like playing the instrumental, and I was like, here it is, and
you like, oh man, I've been trying to hear this for a minute.
I'm like, man, I've been trying
to find this. There is a New Orleans guy named Six Shot.
That's it. That's
right.
That's him. The Six Shot.
All right, so we're gonna play this shit. Fuck it.
So Six Shot is his name. The song now. The question is now, what the hell's the song?
Yeah, I know that is his name though. Damn. Now that is the question. We narrowed it down.
So we know the artist though, at least at the minimum.
I'm gonna say G's come out. Six Shot featuring BeeBee, aka Birdman. So is the song like? Is it a lot of horns?
It might be it. That might be it. G's come out.
And that came out in 05.
Nah, that ain't it, man. Okay, because this came out either 2000 or 2001. It was right around. Damn, I can't get it.
Shut up.
But that is the artist, though.
Dang, y'all, this is man. You didn't send us down a rabbit hole, man. Is it blocker?
Like I said, so with the beat, is the beat like horns or what's the beat?
It's like horns. It's like horns and drums.
Is this it?
No, not that. It sounds similar to that, but it's like the drums are just harder.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Well, at least we got the part. We got the
artist. We got we got the artist at least.
Right. So for those of you who are in the group or not in the group,
it's called It's Your Dog. It's called It's Your Dog.
All right. And that's crazy. It's the first thing that's on here.
Damn, it's right here. Shit.
That's the beat. Once you hear it, you know what I'm talking about. once it kick on.
This made me fresh on the beat.
I've never heard this song a day in my life.
Never. Oh man.
Like,
Never mind. I thought me and Stacey had something going.
Man, I thought we had something going. Couldn't find out what hit no shit.
Because I knew you. They played this at all the college parties.
Man, what it?
Never heard this song in my life. For the record,
okay. I
Scott,
kicked it with too many.
And it says it was produced by
I kicked it with too
KLC.
many people in New Orleans. Then
Like KLC produced it.
Never heard a song in my life, man.
Never heard a song a day in my life. But if you are someone who is like us, and maybe there is a song like that you cannot figure out the name of the song is, we have a chat in the group that is dedicated to what's the name of that song to help you find that song that you don't remember the name of. So like I said, this is never my issue. My issue is I know the song, I don't know the words. Like there's a very funny story about me really not knowing the words to Tender Kisses by Tracy Spencer. It's hilarious. I believe in my heart that I know the words. I don't. If I tried to say the words to you right now, it would get a little confusing. If the song is playing, I can sing along to it. But it's the fact that for damn near 30 years, I in my mind, I think that I know the words to the song, and I kind of really I don't. And it's just funny at this point that it's just a running joke with friends now about how Stacey does not really know the words to Tender Kisses, but will tell you that it is her jam. I might even try to do it at karaoke. And when I get up there, it's gonna get it gets a little tricky in some parts. It gets a little tricky there.
Yeah, but man, you stumped us for real with this past one. Who was this? Who was the brother again? Aaron Harris. You really did it to us, man. You really sent us down a rabbit hole. And his last one, since you did that, we gotta get you his last question. Was IMX better than Immature?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. And it's a very good question.
But IMX, that's when they start getting real weird to me. They didn't know how to transition to that kid, from that kid to that adult group.
I wasn't fucking with him when they was IMX.
There is a song a song that IMX has.
Beautiful. They had a song with Keith. I remember the song. Was it "Give Up the Ghost" with Busy Bone?
That's still Immature.
It's still Immature.
Oh, okay. I thought they was.
IMX has a song, "Beautiful, Beautiful You Are," that I fucking love. I love that song. That's on the IMX album. But I think that's it. Because there's another song on there, "First Time," which is really creepy to me.
It's a super creepy song.
Because I ain't fucking on my mama bed. I'm not fucking on my mama bed. I got my mama bed.
Mama just had a big bed. And that's why I think why people trying to be up in there. But now I'm good. Yeah, you don't want your mama on your bed. So it's that. But yeah, "Beautiful" is absolutely a very favorite song of mine. And that's it. But if it ain't the first,
though, right? I mean, they only came out one album as IMX, right?
I think so.
No,
Yeah.
No, it's two. Like 1, 2. It's like it's 2 albums. IMX released their greatest hits album February 27, 2001.
Oh, this before he was.
So basically, it was all the Immature songs.
Yeah, the album featured all of the popular singles that Immature/IMX had released in the past 9 years, and included several remixes of the original versions and songs they had made guest appearances on, such as R&B singer Montiko's song "Is It Me." The fact that I brought up Montiko on this podcast,
man, rest in peace to Montiko too. He passed away.
Man,
is that the one that was in House Party?
No. Montiko was the one that we never heard his album, but a whole bunch of girls liked him because he was in Right On magazine all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the little.
He was signed to TUG or whatever it is.
Okay.
No, well, Wikipedia says he's still alive. They ain't killed him off yet.
I thought he was
still alive.
Was dead.
Nah, you thinking of the little dude that sang on the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack?
You thinking of Quentin Tarver?
Yeah, he died.
Oh, maybe that's it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Quentin Tarver passed away last year.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a year
Okay.
or
That's what
two
I'm thinking
ago.
about. Yep.
Last year.
Yeah.
Quinn Dunn. It's Quinn Dunn. It's Quinn Dunn.
Yeah, Quinn
Quinn
Dunn.
Dunn.
Quinn Dunn.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he actually passed away here in Dallas.
Really?
Yeah, he's from here, and he was there was a I think they found his car on a bridge, something like that, but he was here.
Wow. So you committed suicide? They thinking?
So I don't remember the whole story right now, like just off the top of my head, I don't remember, but it's definitely a little weird. Like, and it's not. I don't think he was murdered. I don't know if he died from natural causes or like. And I don't natural causes as in like an overdose or something like that, or if it was something else. So don't specifically remember, but I know it wasn't like a car accident.
Okay.
Like that's what what I do remember. Which I actually was watching Romeo and Juliet the other day.
Yeah.
Quinn Dunn. That's who I'm thinking about.
Quinn, yeah. I remember him passing away.
Yeah.
But I know girls did like Montego a lot. They was really into that dude.
They used to sign stuff, Peace, Love, and Montego.
Yeah, and look, and he never came out with an album. I remember. I didn't know it was always advertised in the magazine.
Hers was very funny though. Is I remember when I brought him up on the show, I went and looked up like the video. When I say I don't remember the words, like there are songs that I know I heard back then and maybe haven't heard since then that I could still sing along to. I had no recollection at all of the song, the beat, the video. It was like almost like watching it for the first time. I don't remember none of this.
I don't even. Yeah, I gotta Google it. I don't even remember. I'm thinking it was the other dude that was in Immature and House Party before Lil Drummer Boy
the Filipino brother. It's about the Filipino brother.
Yeah, nah. So yeah, this dude, he just was in. Like I said, I think he had a song that hit the song. Yeah, the song was "Is It Me." Actually, I don't even remember it. That was it. I think there might. Oh, it looks like no, an album did drop. It was called Soul School.
Oh, it did. What year was that?
95. So I guess that single was on that album, and then in 97 he had an album Montego with a single "She Get It From Her Mama." Again, I don't remember any. Like I said, it's crazy that like
these are Chris Stokes songs.
But it's that part. Like as much as I was in love with this boy, the fact that I don't remember the one song that he had that I know that was getting played so much in middle school, I don't remember him so freaking ever. Kind of like shit.
Man, but thank y'all for giving us some of them great topics and things like that we had. Where can everybody up at? Scott, where can hit you up at?
Cool ass Scott everywhere across the board. Holla at me.
Stacy, where can hit you up at?
Stacey Adams, all one word. Stacy with an E, Adams with a Z. Find me on the Instagram, on the book face, in the group, the Twitter.
Yes, I want to listen to 90s music group. Well, come on in.
Yeah, come on in. I might let you in. If you act right.
Yeah, I don't know where these people are coming from when I see them pop up for our approvals.
We are like I don't know we get a lot of spam. So I have some little things in place to try to block some folks, and every once in a while somebody somebody slides in or something or tries it, and it's fine.
Get past the gates.
Yeah, and I have absolutely no qualms about removing someone from the group. Like I doesn't bother me at all. I have no loyalty to anybody. The person who's with the Tevin Campbell Slander.
Are the spam people for you before we wrap up? So are the spam people doing that and they're like filling out all the information correctly and then getting in and then spamming? Like preliminary questions and stuff.
They might. So the big one that'll get them is usually the first one, because like the first question is like, how'd you hear about the group? And I'm not really looking for anything specific with it, but it makes you have to answer it. When you say yes, absolutely not, right? And then the other parts. So there are some people who are like, they will answer correctly, or it just seems like they really just answered correctly. And then they'll get in and then they'll hop in the chat and start, like, Madam Curie was able to give me these tea leaves.
Click here for free iPads.
Right. But I mean, we haven't had like a huge problem with it. It's just across the board, it's just spammers that are out there that are just trying to get into groups and so they can mess with people or whatever. They've hacked somebody's account and now they're in there. But we're pretty good about getting it shut down. And I'm privileged sometimes to have some extra tricks and tips to block some folks and get some stuff taken care of. So works out.
Well, thank y'all for listening as always. You'll be seeing some more clips coming out of different top fives and things like that. So y'all be seeing all that soon, and we appreciate it. Make sure you join in and join us on the Facebook page, Instagram as well. Only Listen to Nice Music Instagram page as well. So we everywhere on the web. So we'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
All right.